for the opportunity. Universitas Utara Malaysia, UUM, Kedah for the
Earlier, I think we have
Yeah, there is a connection trouble, Mr.
yes, I think.
okay. Thank you, Dr. Nomizan. I'm sorry.
Okay. So now I will stop my video for a better connection. So I will mute and stop my video.
Okay, Dr. Normizan, I'm sorry, maybe I clicked the wrong button, the slash one. So the Zoom is closing. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Dr. Normizan and UUM. So today I could deliver the lecture, yeah, about Islamic letter of credit. But beforehand, yeah, I will deliver about the financial foreign trade. So let me share screen. Thank you. So maybe Mas Dana, the host, could you please give me access to share screen share?
Yes, already, Mr.
Okay, thank you. Okay, student and Dr. Munawizan and student, could you already see my share screen? Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Robi srohli sodri wa yassirli amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amin. Student, thank you very much for your attending. So before go to Islamic letter of credit, it is better to a bit review about the financing foreign trade, but maybe just at a glance. So this will become a basic or like introduction before we go to the letter of credit issues. Okay. So international finance is about the risk mitigation, yeah, and also risk engineering. Therefore, to achieve the goals of risk mitigation and risk engineering, the international finance have some arrangement. So there are some of types of risk in international trade. There's free shipment, and also post-shipment. This is the phase where the risk could be available, yeah, in the pre-shipment and then shipment and also post-shipment. Okay, and then this is the trade cycle and risk in international trade. So starting from the contract, the product, and then the production, land transport, or then port departure, sea transport, and then port destination, then go to the land transport and delivery, and the last is final payment. So that's why so because there are a lot of risks, particularly in terms of payment, yeah. So here we have 4 type of payment terms, yeah. The first is cash in advance, yeah, and then the second is open account, and the third is letter of credits, and the fourth is draft. So I will give you some maybe definition or explanation related to cash in advance. Yeah, cash in advance. What is that? So for the payment terms that is related to cash in advance, this is give the minimal risk to the exporter, because the exporter will get the money, the payment in advance. Yeah, and then use where there is. So cash in advance will use where there is. And this also correlate or will deal with the political unrest, and then goods will made to order, and there is a new and unfamiliar customers. So if we have a new and unfamiliar customers, yeah, the cash in advance payment terms is very suitable to choose. And then open account, yeah, open account creates a credit sale, and this will be very beneficial, yeah, to importers, because this is give the minimal risk for importer for the open account payment terms. And then this also more popular lately because of there is a major surge in the global trade, and the second, credit information improve, and the last is more global familiarity with exporting. Okay, so what actually the benefits of open accounts? So in open account, this will give the greater flexibility, yeah, flexibility in making a trade. And the second, yeah, open account will give the lower transaction costs, yeah. And the major disadvantage also for open account, there are slow payment, because you know, the exporter won't get the payment in advance, so sometimes will be a slow payment. And the second is highly vulnerable to the government currency controls. Okay, this is what we talk about, yeah, about letter of credit or LC, yeah. A letter of credit is a letter addressed to seller, yeah, and this written and signed by the buyer, yeah, the importer, which is bank, yeah. And then this kind of payment terms you promising to honor seller, and also promising to honor a seller, which is who is exporter, yeah, draft. And then bank substitutes its own commitments. So this letter of credits needs a commitment, yeah, commitment of the bank, and also the commitment of importer and exporter, yeah. But here bank will substitute, yeah, the commitment of exporter. For what? Yeah, for deliver the goods, and for importer is to give the payment. Okay, and the last, in letter of credit, the seller must conform to terms, and the last, this kind of payment terms protects in case of discrepancies or dispute like this. Okay, so for exporter, actually there's not an advantage, yeah, to the exporter, but actually LC have so many advantage also. Okay, so what actually advantages of an LC to exporter? So for exporter, LC will eliminate credit risk and also pre-shipment risk of order cancellation. And also there's also advantages of LC to importer. They are shipment by exporter assured, and also document inspected ensured the correct order. And the last, this is may allow better sales terms. Okay, so let's move to another slide about the Islamic letter of credit.
Yes.
Okay, so what actually Islamic letter of credit? So this is the outline of the Islamic letter of credit topic. The first is the definition of letter of credit. And then the second is the function of letter of credit. And the third is the contract of Islamic letter of credit. Okay, maybe many of you already know about what LC is. Yeah, LC is one of the payment methods commonly used in international trade. Yeah, namely export and import. So this is specifically or especially as a financial method or maybe the payment method. Yeah, in the export and import activity. Yeah, thus the LC will bridge various difference in distance and then culture and language that might limit the smooth running of commercial activities between two parties, that is exporter and importer. When used by Islamic bank for export or import financing, LC are not treated as guarantee, yeah, but rather as a fee, yeah, based on the banking or based on the banking service to facilitate the trade. And then here, because this is Islamic LC, so Islamic bank usually issues LC on the basis of some akad or contract. There is wakalah, murabahah, and also musyarakah. So what is that? So I will give you an explanation later on. Yeah. So all operation of this kind of payment, yeah, must fulfill the requirement of the Sharia because it calls Islamic, yeah, Islamic letter of credit. And then the processing of LCs, yeah, usually involve two banks, yeah. What is that? The bank, the LC opening bank, yeah, the first party. And the second is the correspondent bank, yeah. The corresponding bank is to whom the LC is sent for advising the exporter. Okay. Okay, so what the function of a letter of credit? Okay. So a letter of credit has many functions. Yeah, the first is expedite the payment process in the global trade activity or so-called export and import goods. And the second, the bank guarantees the export to receive the appropriate payment as agreed in advance with the importer. And the third, this kind of payment can assist the importer in determining the time, the time of payment. So this will minimize the risk of payment, because this also require the time of payment, and then the payment will also be disbursed if only the exporter and importer have mutually agreed. Okay. So the contract of Islamic letter of credit. So there are 4 here. I will explain the concept, or maybe we could also say contract. Yeah, the contract. The first is the concept of al-wakalah. Yeah. The second is the concept of al-murabahah. Yeah. The third is the concept of al-musyarakah. The fourth is the concept of the al-daman. And the last is the concept of al-mudaraba. So if you read it, this seems like it's similar, yeah. But actually, they have some difference, yeah. They differentiate each other. So first, we will talk about the concept of the al-wakalah, yeah. Under al-wakalah, the bank will act on behalf of its client. Yeah, client here is, for example, the importer. Yeah, or maybe also the exporter. If it depends of this is the first the bank that it open a point bank or correspondent bank. So I just say it is like under wakalah, the bank will act on behalf of its client, yeah, which is exporter or importer, yeah, who will authorize the bank to represent him in issuing the letter of credit, yeah, and all its subsequent operation. Okay, this includes the terms of letter of credit that is issued and checking for compliance of document when a payment claim is made. So there will be a document, there will be the terms of the letter of credit, yeah. So the terms should be comply, yeah, by the both parties, yeah, bank and also client. And the bank receive payment or commission or ujra. Yeah, so here the bank as a wakil or the representative of the client, they will get or receive, yeah, the commission, yeah, or payment, yeah, is called ujra, yeah, for the service provided, yeah. So it's become a service, yeah. The bank give the service and they get the commission, yeah, or ujra. And the role of the bank in the wakalah is permitted, yeah, in Islam. So it is comply with the Sharia. Okay, this is what is the concept of the wakalah, al-wakalah in letter of credit or Islamic letter of credit. Okay, what about al-murabahah? Yeah, the concept of al-murabahah. Yeah, in LC, linked to Al-Mudaraba, here the bank at the request of the client imports good for him through an LC established to the seller with whom the buyer has a contract. Yeah, the bank utilizes its own fund to open the LC, and the terms of the LC are in accordance to the terms agreed between the seller and buyer. So by doing this, it assists their client to purchase the good he requires without having to immediately commit his own fund. This is the concept of murabaha in Islamic LC. Okay. Okay, the Islamic letter of credit under Al-Murabaha, maybe you could, looking at the illustration here, Islamic bank importers or customer bank, so here, one, importer or customer, here importer or customer, importer, they will promise to purchase the good. This is the first term in the murabaha contract, that the importer should promise to purchase the good, and then the second one, he promised also to sell on murabaha contract, to sell on the murabaha contract, and also this is what Islamic bank do, the sell on murabaha to the importer, he promised to sell on murabaha. This is what Islamic bank commit, to the importer. And the first is that importer promise, to the bank to purchase the good, this is what importer promise to the bank. And then here Islamic bank will sell to the importer, on murabaha contract or akad, okay. And the last, this one, importer or customer, they will pay, or he or she, pay the murabaha sale price, so they also agree or have an agreement in terms of the sale price, okay. And then afterwards, the Islamic bank, will correspond to the seller bank here, and then here, so the first, this one is number one, and then we go to number two, okay, number two here. Forward the specification for the goods to be imported. So Islamic bank here, will forward the specification for the goods to be imported, okay. You want this kind of goods, the specification, this should be, there is a correspondence also, from the Islamic bank to the exporter seller regarding the specification for the goods to be imported, and then afterwards, Islamic bank or importer customer bank will establish the LC, on its own behalf to the seller bank here, okay. Okay, beforehand, before the Islamic bank importer or customer bank establish the LC, on its own behalf to the seller bank, should we go to this one, send the quotation, after the Islamic bank, they send forward the specification for the goods and imported, then exporter respond, by send the quotation, to the Islamic bank. And then after it's finished, the Islamic bank will establish, the LC on its own behalf, establish the LC on its own behalf to the seller bank, okay. And then go to this step. The seller bank forward the shipping document. The shipping document is the document that include the information of the shipping, the goods or the imported good that is shipping, to the importer. And here the shipping document forward to the Islamic bank or Islamic bank importer or customer bank. Okay.
Sorry,
Then-
Dr. Dyah.
Yes.
Do you sharing slide?
Yes. Oh,
Because no.
you couldn't. You
Yes,
couldn't.
because we cannot
Okay.
see a new slide.
Or okay, I will stop share and reshare again. Is that okay?
Okay.
What about before? Is that no slide also? No screen that sharing? Or
Yeah, we
before, just
yeah,
now.
we
Okay,
are
I will stop.
okay, please.
I will stop share and share again.
Okay.
Okay. So. What about now?
Okay, yes, we have a now.
Okay, what happened? Yeah. Oh, maybe need more dua. Yeah. Today is about there is a error.
Okay, go ahead.
Something.
We
Okay,
have a
thank you
new-
very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about if we repeat from beginning? Yeah, it's okay. So okay, we have Islamic bank, yeah, or importer or customer bank here, and other parties is seller bank. So here in the Murabahah contract of a letter of credit, here Islamic bank will act as importer or customer, and also seller bank will act on behalf of exporter or seller. Yeah. So there is a number here. So will make us easier to understand about the flow or the process. Okay. So the one okay, number one, step one, here, importer or customer, they will promises to purchase the good, okay, to Islamic bank, importer or customer bank, okay. And then the second, yeah, Islamic bank will forward the specification for the goods to be imported. So what kind of good that they want to import it, like maybe about the quality, about the number, how many, the quota or etc. Yeah, the specification, or maybe about the what kind of good. Yeah, is very in detail, the specification of the goods to be imported to the exporter or seller, to the exporter or seller. And then afterward, the exporter, sorry, it's a typo, actually should be exporter in English, it's in Indonesia. Exporter or seller will send the quotation, to the Islamic bank, or importer or customer bank. Okay, and then Islamic bank or importer or customer bank will establish LC on its own behalf, to the seller bank. Okay, later on, seller bank forwards the shipping document. Shipping document is document include the what goods that will be shipped to the importer or customer. Okay, the seller will forward the shipping document, and then the Islamic bank will make a payment of LC amount, because it's already established LC. And then the Islamic bank as a customer, they will make a payment of LC amount. Okay. But before the Islamic bank or customer bank make a payment, so the exporter or the seller will deliver the goods to the Islamic bank importers. Islamic bank here. Islamic bank. And then afterwards, Islamic bank make a payment with LC. Okay. And then the next step is, okay, Islamic bank will sell what it like so here, because Islamic bank already buy from the exporter, and then Islamic bank will sell yeah, sell the good on murabaha contract to the importer or customer. Yeah, and the last is that the importer or customer will pay, yeah, the murabaha sale price to the Islamic bank. Okay. So this is what is the process, yeah. But what about the in exporter or seller situation? Yeah, here exporter or seller, they will forward the shipping document also to the seller, and also the seller or the seller bank, they will pay the amount which is received from the bank. So because it's already paid by the bank, so the seller bank will pay pay to the exporter or seller, because the exporter already deliver the goods to the Islamic bank or customer bank. So here the seller bank already received the LC and already received the payment, and start to pay the amount of which is received from the bank, and then exporter will forward the shipping document. Okay. This is the Islamic letter of credit under Al-Mudaraba. So what about other concept? Okay, the concept of musyarakah, al-musyarakah. Okay, the Islamic letter of credit under al-musyarakah. Al-musyarakah is the contract between the bank and the applicant, where the value of the LC issued by the bank, and the profit of transaction are shared between the bank and applicant. So because musyarakah is like berkongsi, kongsi. So here the bank and applicant will profit sharing, will have the profit by sharing, between the bank and applicant. The term of the contract depends on the negotiation between the parties, whether it's 40%, 60%, or sorry, the what is the profit, the terms of contract of the profit itself is depends on the negotiation between the parties, the bank and applicant. And the better the relationship, the better terms he can obtain from the bank. So if the exporter, if the exporter have a better relationship, so they can get the better terms, or you can get the better terms from the bank. Okay, what about the concept of al-daman? The al-daman. Islamic letter of credit under al-daman or kafalah, guarantee. Kafalah here means guarantee. There is a guarantee. Under the concept of al-daman, the bank guarantees, they will guarantees the payment obligation of applicant. So it's a bit different with wakalah. Wakalah is act as wakil, as a representative. But here, bank guarantees, will guarantees the payment obligation of the applicant. And then the seller ship the good against the guarantee of payment by the bank. So it's safe, very safe. The actual transaction is along the lines of the letter of credit, but the document contains within it the guarantee from the banks, and it is the financial standing of the bank, and not the buyer that is relied upon the seller. So so the actual transaction will in line, of the LC, but the document, within the guarantee, so it maybe it make a difference with the al-wakalah concept. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next concept is Al-Mudaraba concept, the concept of Al-Mudaraba. So the Islamic LC under Mudaraba, basically, Al-Mudaraba is a contractual relationship between two parties where the first party can be one or a number of person. They profit the capital, the capital, and other party, again, one or more person runs the business. Or we can also say one become Mudorib. Mudorib is the businessman, and the other party become the capital owner. Okay, and with the profit share at an agreed price. So they have also the profit sharing, between the capital owner, and also the businessman or Mudorib, and they agreed the rate for profit sharing. So in the LC issued under Mudarabah scheme, the bank invests its own fund, the bank invests its own fund to issue the LC, the letter of credit, and participates in the profit that the investment generates. And then the distribution of the profits, it is in accordance with the agreement, entered into between the bank and the applicant before the LC is established. So before LC established should be, there is an agreement between the bank and also the clients, the first party, and also the capital owner and the businessman. And then LC could be established. By applying this Islamic concept, that we can offer a solution to what lies at the core of the problem in the current practice of letter of credit. So we can read the system interest or riba, levied on fund provided by the bank. This is replace profit sharing by arrangement. So by this concept of mudorobah, this is a good solution, to eliminate the riba practice, the interest practice levied on funds, provided by the bank. Okay, I think it's all for this presentation today related to Islamic letter of credits. Actually, if we want to explore more about the concept itself, it'd be very long duration of presentation, but maybe we can continue with discussion, or maybe is that LC is give many more advantages rather than others method of payment or payment terms. So maybe I will give opportunities for students to raise a question, and maybe we can discuss it together. Thank you very much, Dr. Nomizan and student. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So thank you, Dr. Dyah, for your lecture speech. So now we open for the Q&A. So for those who want to ask, you can turn on your mic and ask directly to Dr. Dyah. Or I don't know, in Zoom, can we write a question?
Yes, in chat. Chat box. There's a chat box there.
Here? Sorry, I don't know
okay.
about Zoom because we usually use Webex.
Yes.
So for those who want to ask directly, you can turn on your mic, or you can write it to the chatting box. Okay.
So student, thank you very much. And I would love student to fill out I circulate the attendance links in the chat box. So hopefully student download and fill out the G form link for the attendance. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Okay.
Please, student,
Okay. So and then for student who want to ask a question by the chatting box, please write your name and your matrix number so I can make a note. And for those who want to ask via the mic or voice, so please say your name and your matrix number too. Okay, so now, please, this is your time to ask Dr. Dyah about the LOC in Islamic point of view. So anybody? So sorry, Dr. Dyah, let me start to ask a question. Can I?
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Okay. So how about the LC that providings by Islamic Bank in Indonesia?
Okay, for the implementation, yeah, is Islamic LC in Indonesia. Is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, in Indonesia, we still we start to implement yeah the LC Islamic LC, yeah, but you know, some of the bank, yeah, maybe already like Bank Syariah, Bank Syariah BSI, yeah, Bank now become BSI, Bank Syariah Mandiri, and all of Islamic banking now in Indonesia is also under the the supervision, yeah, the supervision of Indonesian bank, yeah, or central bank, and also Otoritas Jasa Keuangan, and also KNKES is Komite Nasional Ekonomi Syariah, yeah, that also concerns on the contract under Islamic law. But maybe you know, not many trader here using this kind of contract, but this will initiate and starting to implement, yeah, in Indonesia. So actually it need like promotion, or like what we call it, yeah, information, yeah, to implement this kind of payment terms, because it's very good in terms of the solution of eliminating riba or interest, yeah. And also this kind of payment term is very safe, yeah, because like bank is act as a representative, or they can still get you know, like commission, or like ujra and etc. And this is very good, yeah, to implement if we are a Muslim traders or Muslim bankers. That's all, doctor.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Because as I know, it is also new
Yeah.
in terms of Islamic LC in Malaysia too.
Yes. What about the implementation? Is that start to be implement or not yet? Or
I don't know exactly. I don't have any new information about that. But as I know, Islamic Bank, Equal Bank Islam Malaysia also provides this LC. But I don't know how much the firm use their Islamic LC.
okay.
So, anybody, you have a questions? For your information, Dr. Yeah, in my class, we don't learn about the LC or the commerce process or trade process. We just focus on the theory
Okay.
because in our faculty we are economics, so we don't learn about the detailed process.
Yes. But doctor, I have read a journal about the implementation of the Islamic letter of credit in international trade by Dr. Ahkeni Lahsasna, Faculty Syariah and Law, Islamic Science, University of Malaysia USIM, Bandar Baru Nilai. So we talk about the International Chamber of Commerce publication already refers a documentary credit, blah blah blah. So I think is that still in the theory or already? I mean, they like the scholars or academician in the Malaysia. They start to talk about
it. There is the LC under the Islamic or Sharia banking or Sharia compliance banking. But I don't know how much the progress about that product and about the service. So now, Dr. Dyah, we have one question. Can you see that question?
Okay, yes, Kiran Raj. What are the basic rules for Murabaha financing? Okay, let's go to the slide. Okay, the basic rule for Murabaha financing. Okay, Murabaha here, it means that, okay, I share screen. Okay, which one? Okay, Kiran Raj, thank you very much for your question. So the concept of Al-Murabaha here, the bank at the request of their client import good for him through LC established to the seller with whom the buyer has contract. So here the bank utilize its own fund to open the LC, and the terms of LC are in accordance to the term agreed between the seller and buyer. By doing this, it assists their client to purchase the good and he requires without having immediately commit his own fund. So here for Murabaha contract or concept of LC, the client, here is the exporter, they purchased the good, and but they didn't require the immediately payment, immediately commit his own fund. So there's a delay payment. So it's like the bank, the customer, the customer bank, for example, they agreed to pay for the seller bank, but here the seller, the seller here, the client, the buyer, the buyer here or exporter, do not have to buy, to pay immediately, to pay immediately. So without having to immediately commit his own fund. So do not have a requirement to pay immediately. This is the basic concept of Murabaha LC. Okay, thank you, Rajkiran. I hope that it could answer your question.
So thank you, Dr. Dyah, for that answer. Any questions more?
So actually for Murabaha concept, it means that there is a correspondent that are very close between the Islamic bank or customer bank, Islamic bank importer with the seller bank. So they will finish the agreement like pay and also sell, and then later on the customer and exporter will finish their agreement later on after the payment, after like here, like a customer will get the goods after they pay, and also here the exporter will get the payment after the seller pay to the exporter.
Okay, Dr. Dyah, we have another question. Can you answer that? Or can you read the question?
Okay, thank you.
The second question by Usaila.
Okay, Usaila, what is the difference between a letter of credit and bank guarantee? Okay, from my presentation that about the concept of Al-Daman, yeah, the concept of Al-Daman is guarantee. Now, actually, like all of the what is LC, yeah, have a principle of guarantee that they will the transaction will will be processed until it finish, or it is more safety like that. There is a guarantee. But here in Al-Daman, yeah, Al-Daman concept, under the concept of Al-Daman, the bank guarantee the payment of obligation of the application. There is like maybe like the insurance, yeah. There is a guarantee that the buyer will pay, yeah, will pay to the seller. But actually, all of LC, they have the principle of guarantee. But here in Al-Daman, yeah, there is an actual transaction is along the line of the letter of credit, but in the document, yeah, the document is explicitly it contains the guarantee from the bank, yeah, and is the financial standing of the bank and not the buyer. So the bank guarantee, not the buyer, yeah, and then it relied upon by the seller. So here in Al-Daman concept, there is a document and it states the bank gives the guarantee. But actually, the principle of all of the LC, yeah, they have a guarantee, but it's different, yeah, bit like Al-Wakalah here. Al-Wakalah here, bank act as a representative like that, but maybe it's not state that they will in the document that they guarantee, yeah, guarantee about the payment and etc. Okay, I think that's all, doctor. And then other question.
Yes, please.
Wait.
A questions by Chai Han Wei.
Okay, Chai Han Wei. Morning,
Yes.
madam. Any suggestion why the ways for us to remember? Maybe I will share screen, yeah, here. Okay, Chai Han Wei. Morning, madam. Any suggestion way for us to remember the concept in Islamic pronouns such as Al-Daman, Al-Mudaraba, and etc. Because it's hard for me to remember. So all of the concept has yeah. So maybe you can, but in my suggestion. So it is like give like note, yeah, maybe right, yeah, here like wakalah. Is that difficult to pronounce? Al-Wakalah? Al-Wakalah, it means it's representative. Bank become the representative and give like the key concept, yeah, write the key concept or write the keywords, yeah, related to the definition of each contract or each concept. So, and maybe you can exercise to pronounce it every day. Yeah, maybe like Al-Daman, Al-Mudaraba. So maybe like Al-Mudaraba is a bit similar, yeah, to Al-Musyarakah and Al-Murabahah, yeah. Yeah, but here, actually, if you exercise to pronounce it every day, I think you will finally, yeah, know the difference between each concept. Like Mudorobah, Murabahah, I think it's different. Musyarakah is like kongsi, yeah, and then they have a like a contract to have a profit sharing like that. So maybe you give the explanation in English, yeah, and give a key terms or keywords in each contract or concept. Okay, thank you, Chai Hanwei, for the question. And then Toh Kwei, when a bank sells equipment to a company on murabahah basis, it is legal to add installation costs to the selling price. Okay, installation cost, what kind of installation cost? For example, it's like because we only like export and import, only shipping, and then give the goods to the importer. I mean, installation cost, what do you mean by, maybe could I clarify to Theo K. Wei, doctor, what does it means, but what does he I mean, he means about installation costs.
I don't know exactly what he means, but I think it's about the service cost or something like that, maybe.
Okay.
Or any additional cost can the bank charge that cost?
Okay, bank charge the cost. Okay.
Yes, and I don't know whether Theo asked about a bank selling equipment to a company or what. Because if the equipment, then installation cost, meaning that when we want to set up the equipment. But I think that's another another kind of
yeah.
Yes, service. Yes.
Yeah, because it's only export and import, and then shipping the goods and then finish. Yeah, there's no kind of installation process and etc. So if like a bank wants like a service, so it means like ujra. Yeah, ujra is, we can find in the contract in for example, here is wakalah. Yeah, wakalah. Yeah, wakalah concept. Yeah, if want to charge something service process.
And Dr. Dyah,
yeah,
can you share that PowerPoint with me that I can share with my student?
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Maybe like a closing statement. Yeah. So the Islamic letter of credit. There are like 5 concepts. Actually, this is very good to be implemented in the for the payment terms of international trade. Yeah, because it will eliminating or also become an alternative to avoid the interest or riba. Yeah, because we will use the Sharia contract, and if this also implemented, it is also give like a fairness towards the exporter and importer, and then they could get they get the guarantee from the bank, and there is a minimal risk in the in terms of payment of international trade or import and export activity. I think it's very positive, yeah, to be implemented. Thank you, Dr. Normizan.
No, yes. So I think, can we stop here, Dr. Dyah?
Yes.
Can we stop here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me give a final words here. So thank you, Dr. Dyah, for your very valuable lecture. And I think most of my students got a very good information about Islamic letter of credit, and they get to know about the basic process of the international commerce of the import and export. So we hope that in the future we can share again about the international finance and international trade with our friend from UMY. And inshallah, I will give my lecture too to your students and my students through this joint lecture. So thank you for today, and I hope we meet again in the future.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And any final word from you, Dr. Dyah?
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much for student and Dr. Nomizan, especially for inviting me. Hopefully will be fruitful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So thank you very much for all. So I would like to stop here and we meet again inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera.
Waalaikumsalam. Sama-sama dokter. Terima kasih. Good morning everyone.